Since Bedrock is the most symmetrical map out of all the maps in this game. Alright guys, ready to get started. Game number 1 here. Daylon are going to be pulling out the Pavium, where Hero opting for the YapYap on this map. YapYap a very good pick on this map, especially when Shipmaster is not in contention. Going to see Hero Absolution opening up with the Chopper Start, double supply pad. Probably going to see some harass on the resources in the middle here on Daylon's side of the map. And it is just grunts being opted in for from Daylon. Just surprising, really. Or maybe not surprising. He is against YapYap, so he doesn't want to go the triple chopper to try and deal with the fodder, of course. But this is going to give a lot of value for the chopper from Hero Absolution, which has already picked up a ram on a grunt here. Didn't actually do too much damage. Daylon already picking up one mini base, cancels it, picks up the other, buying himself precious seconds, but he now has to fight with Hero for this mini. He's going to be able to pick that one up as well. He's going to run up here, probably cancel this one, pick this one up, and then run back down to pick this one up again. Or instead, he's just going to delay his generator. There we go, the gen goes down, and he did run up, cancel it, and now he's going to run back down, so he's just kind of played Hero at his own game there. Chopper's going to get another ram in on a grunt, this time going to be harassing Daylon's resources. His own resources? Yeah, his own resources.
Power extractor constructed.
There's the 300 power. Daylon needs to upgrade his generator, and Hero Absolution with a classic build here. Forcing the mini steals, or trying to force the mini steals, forcing him to buy the minis early to delay his second gen, going 2 gens off the rip by himself, and that chopper harass really putting a lot of work in the middle of the map.
I'm getting hit by enemy troops.
We'll just go on follow cam while we pull up the prediction. There we go. Get your votes in. You have 5 minutes. It'll be 3 minutes by the time you hear my voice, but you will see the vote in the chat now. There's the second generator now going down for Daylon. Going to get a nice juicy burnout level 2 on that, and it just looks like a grunt spam from him early on here. Going to start working on his first power node, but if Hero goes mine, or double mine, he could easily deny this, just drop it on the node, he won't be able to take it, and then he will have to push out into the middle and work on these 3 power nodes instead. Chopper is also here, ready for the ram, just to delay the decap on this. Since these are brute grunts, they do take a while to actually cap the nodes, to actually get the animation off. There's the ram, there's the double mine as well. Not exactly right on there, but Daylon's going to walk into it anyway, and all of those grunts are going to die. That's an early mistake for him. Now the fodder and the chopper are just going to push up to the main base. Probably get a lot of damage done on this generator with these 3-star fodder, to be honest. But instead, a second chopper comes out, the rat comes in. Shrapnel mines now comes out, so those choppers should be dead. Great mine there, going to be connecting with both of the choppers, taking one of them out. Second one is about half health, but there comes the second mine now just to take it down to red bar. Should get the fodder on the gen, really. Now, looks like he's going to take this power node for himself, almost capping it, in fact. Potentially, I don't think he's going to be able to get it if Daylon focuses down. That's exactly what he's doing. He's actually going to mine it now. And the cap. Oh, it just gets denied at the last second there by Daylon. So Hero will not be getting the extra power income from that power node. Upgraded all of his harvesters as well. Harvester coming up on the back. Looks like he delayed that mini base pickup. And he has a couple of heavy guns coming out as well. Heavy grunts just to help with these power nerds. The hero picking up his first power nerd, has enough power now to go into Tech 2. Looks like Daylon's queued up Tech 2 as well. Can't exactly see the animation, but he does have a raid camp coming up, and he did use that burnout level 2. So both players going to be getting Tech 2 at pretty similar timings here. 20 seconds. If he even is researching it. Yeah, he is. He's just going to get there a little bit earlier.
Raid camp constructed.
There's a lot of grunts in the middle. One mine's going down on the choppers. Double mine comes down in the middle with a beam as well, but great splits there by Daylon. No rams from the choppers to keep him in place of the mines, and that's 2 of Hero's best leader points basically just blown away there. And now the ranger spam's going to be coming out. We've got a turret coming up on the main base, and it's still 39 population for Daylon after those 2 leader points have been used. War Council going to be coming up for Hero Absolution as he hits Tech 2. Double raid camp up as well, but just heavy grunts coming, and it's going to be the double War Council opener. More chopper arms going in the middle. Despite getting Grunt Mine, which is about 300 power, Daylon getting Tech 2 at a quite reasonable time. Pretty much the same time as Hero Absolution, who's now picking up an expansion and backing up to his main base. "14 grunts, 3 rangers out on the map. Grunt Hustle being researched first before the Grunt Goblins come out. Shardstorm Launcher now being researched as well. Probably wants to start getting the goblins out on the second War Council. Or is he in 2 mines here? Is he going to wait to try and upgrade that base? Daylon picking up his expansion now as well. There is the first Grunt Goblin about to come out. Just fodder getting picked up in the middle. 2 power nerds to 1. Hero also has some nice scouts in the garrisons and on the ledge here, so he knows this expansion is coming. He knows what kind of situation he's in.
Leader power ready.
Well, just sat in the middle now. He's got a couple of marauders coming through as well, but this is a lot of heavy grunts. He needs the rangers to clean these up. I don't think Hero will be going for the EMP anytime soon, at least until he sees more marauders. He might go heavy grunt ranger, but he's definitely behind on the ranger count at the moment, but he does have these Tech 2 goblins. Apex coming up as well now. And he is making a push forward. 75 population to 75, dropping to 69. This expansion not being upgraded. That is just a raid camp coming up on there. There is a shield on the main though, so it's pretty safe on the main. Still chasing this army down. The rangers are going to turn around, get a pop shot there. A bit of micro from Daylon just to get some shots from the high ground. Doing a lot of damage to the heavy guns as they're running away. More units are coming in. The hero's coming in as well. This power node gets denied. Grunt Dome going to be coming down. This would be a perfect time to be able to use your beam and actually fight this army, but unfortunately he did burn that earlier in the game. Got Reaver out in the mix for that 1 engineer, but the Grunt Dome is still half. The base is now down to half health. Wraith Invader is going to be coming out for Daylon. It's going to help the survivability of these rangers. Grunt Dome finally drops the base down to half health. Daylon not actually doing anything, building any pads on it. Heal's going to be coming out from one of the goblins. We've got a Hunter in the mix now as well. Five points off away in the middle. Still pretty even on population. The base is going to fall. Some of this is fluffed by the fodder though, but this is a great position now for Hero Absolution. Going to lose one of his leaders. One of the leaders goes down. Glassing Beam back up and ready for him. The Pavium does not have Glassing Beam. There's a rain of fire. The Reaver going to be jumping away from the Hunter as the Hunter gets sniped, keeping the Reaver alive as Hero Absolution. He's done his job. He's going to be running away from the army, running around the back, but these are 6 rangers in these Wraith Invaders. Like a hit squad for these heavy grunts, but Hero Absolution. 2 power nerds. Secured his expansion, upgraded it as well, and obviously he has those 3 upgraded goblins. Pretty even on population. Instead of building hunters, he's probably better off getting the EMP for these heavy grunts. But look at them getting slaughtered by these rangers. Now there's just 2 heroes left, having to run back to the expansion. Got a foundry coming up. Looks like he might be going to be going for some marauders. These rangers are starting to really hurt his army. That's just a turret on the main, 2 turrets on the main, no shield, and there is a third base now picked up for Daylon as well, as he does have the stronger army, going to be pushing up to the main base of Hero Absolution. Weaver jumps up top. Mines go down, instantly get detonated, so they're not going to do the full brunt of the damage there. Great pick off there by the Hunter on that Reaver, as the Engines are now swarming in. We got a beam coming down on the Rangers as well, as the army runs away. He didn't all units his army up though, so his army isn't actually fighting here. But that is an early Lich coming in from Daylon. 10 minutes in the game. Which is crazy, really. He didn't upgrade his expansion or anything. It must just be these 2 expansions that allowed him to get to that Lich faster. Please don't shoot me comes down to negate 15 seconds of it though. But that Lich does last 120 seconds, so just under 2 minutes. Hero Absolution has to survive here. 51 population versus 53. Has a fodder in the garrison. The heals coming down from the goblins, keeping that turret alive. We do have an anti-air turret at the back, and the shield gen not too far away, so this looks like he should be able to hold this. Doing a lot of damage though. The base lost a quarter of its health. Kind of want to kill the pads with the Lich, but that's not going to happen because this base is just going to get healed back up by the Goblin and the Engineers. Hero just sat at the back. Now we can push to the front, start doing some damage. And it looks like that shield is already about to drop. Grunt Dome is ready, so he could save this pad if he wants to drop it, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Oh, the pad still falls. The shield didn't actually make it. Didn't actually cover it there. That Grunt Dome falls as well. And the Lich is still here. Heals coming down for Hero Absolution from the Goblins. The Lich finally disappears. And now Daylon has to think of another game plan. He's got his Fair Generator coming down on the expansion, which is being upgraded. Hero Absolution won't know about this yet. Yeah, he doesn't know about that one, but he does know that this one exists. He now gets to push on the counter. Looks like he's saving 4 tech free, almost 1500 power to be able to upgrade that. Meanwhile, Daylon very much stuck on tech 2 after that push. He knows he has to rebuild a strong army to help deal with this. And Hero already on a triple gen on the main as well. That Shardstorm Launcher doing a lot of damage to these units. The Reaver's going to be jumping away as it loses its shield. Just a single turret coming up on the expansion, second turret coming up with an Apex. Not a lot of base damage here from Hero, so it is possible that Daylon could hold for a while. He probably don't want to engage this yet. He probably just wants to sit outside, pick up any reinforcements he can. Rate of Fire just gets thrown out there for no reason. Hero's just sitting in it, tries using his Y ability, so it actually ends up doing quite a bit of damage. 2 engineers going down in the end. Please don't shoot me back up. Ranger going to get picked off by the Needlers. And the third base for Daylon has now been scouted. Got a Marauder just going to be doing a little bit of damage to try and take that down. Air Absolution now tech free. Ultra Hustle immediately going to be coming out for him. And I expect we're going to be see some Wraiths come out to complement this army. Double Foundry. Still 2 unupgraded Harvesters over on the back here, but this Foundry is quite far away from the action. But he is now swapping to Wraiths. Both players 79 population. Third base going to be getting taken out as Hero picks up a base on Daylon's side. Still nowhere near tech free for Daylon, but he's making a push up anyway. And there is now reinforcements going to be coming out for Hero Absolution. Got Fire Marauder. Hero recycles that base. We're pretty even on power nerds in a second, unless Hero decides to pick this one up. Looks like he was going to do it. Still a scout up here. Gets seen by the goblin because of the energy vision, but doesn't quite take it out. More turrets coming up on the expansion. And there is a marauder, just going to get shredded as it passes the hunters. Hero Absolution now picking up a third base.
Goblin under fire from enemy troops.
Here's the engagement going down. He might Grunt Dome this and beam it before he can get to his shield. The Grunt Dome does provide a stun if you can actually hit it perfectly. Grunt Dome level 2 now in for Hero Absolution. Still not a lot of base damage here, only 2 Wraiths. And this is a pretty big counter ball from Daylon. Now has a Wraith Invader coming out as well. Burnout level 2 going back down on that base. So we're going to see his power income shoot up in a second. Marauder gets taken out by the Reaver. And these two just poking at each other outside of Daylon's base. Hunter going to get picked off. Won't be able to cap that power nerd. Got Sneaky Marauder going round the back. Designated shells coming out for the Pavium hero. However, there is no hero out on the map yet. $3k blue in the bank for Daylon. He just queued some up. There it is, the Lich. The sneaky Lich coming up at the back. Looks like that might be a shield juggle coming out from here. 40 seconds out. And looks like he is all units in back to deal with this. I think he could probably just send the Reavers back, to be honest. He's got 4 Reavers. Could have just sent them back, but he wants to make sure this base is still half health. That shield does drop. Still 22 seconds before the next one appears. And the Lich is going to change its priority to the Reavers. But in my opinion, this looks like a hold. Got the Locust here, is going to get jumped on by the Reavers, doing a bit of damage. 8 seconds out for that shield as Daylon makes a push forward. Is he going to cancel the shield? No, the shield juggle isn't going to work. Hero Absolution lets the second shield build, therefore the shield is not going to come back up. We got a beam over here as well on Daylon's army as he pushes up to the third. Lich going to be taking out his turret and a War Council. As the engagement goes down in the middle, this Pavium is not upgraded. No Y ability comes in late there, but the heals are going to negate the Rain of Fire and the Y ability. Pavium goes down. The Lich almost dead again. Couple of units left for Daylon. Here down to 55 population as well. Oh, the Reaver gets all units away. The Lich is eventually going to disappear though. I just waste those 2 shield gen. Almost lost another supply pad. Again, the Glitch not gaining a lot of value for Daylon. Probably expected more there, especially that he is not tech free. He's going to be putting another generator down. Pavium's going to come out here, probably going to get locked in this base and rely on the turrets. We've got grunts from above coming down. Only level 1 Wraith does fall. We got hunters in these Wraith invaders. Mechfane's going to add a nice buff here. Pavium 2 seconds away before he gets locked in this base and he can heal it. Grunt Dome going to be coming down, getting a stun on the Wraith Invader as well. Pavium is now locked in the base. Let's see if Hero Absolution can out DPS this heal. But pretty much all upgraded turrets. Marauder going to be taking a mini out at the back as well. Looks like Hero may have enough damage here to take this down. It's on 2 bars of red health. It doesn't look like it's going up much. But along with the army and reinforcements coming in through the back, 3 Wraith Invaders now, full of hunters, actually taking down all of the Wraiths, and this base is going to get saved. Pavium comes out with a bunch of engineers to save this base for Daylon. Manages to just get the hunters out of the Wraith Invader in time before it falls and takes extra damage. Still got Wraiths coming out, but there is a lot of hunters from Daylon. Tech 3 now being upgraded for him. Please don't shoot me comes out so Hero can escape as the Y ability from Pavium Was there to slow him down as well. Now Daylon makes a full push forward with everything he has. Here Absolution has 3 upgraded bases, but no economy and no units to hold. 52 population. He needs to start getting turrets up on this bad boy. Start upgrading some of them as well. One of the leaders goes down. The saving grace for Hero right now is probably that Daylon doesn't have a lot of base damage. Double Mine going to go down. Instantly gets taken away. Double shield on the main. We do now have Tech 3 for Daylon. Immediately upgrades to Vehicle level 1, which is going to help these Wraith Invaders. Ultramines ready. Bayonet level 3 ready. Here comes the Shade Drop on defense. Hero knows he has to come and engage this, but he only has half the population of Daylon. Ultramines comes down with Pav stand as well. Hero cannot focus the mines, but he's going to be able to get out of there with not too much damage to his army. These Wraiths he's building are just getting absolutely shredded. Engineers focusing Pavium, trying to keep him alive. He did drop to red bar. Rain of Fire's up and ready. Pavium might use his Y ability here, or he might use it on the base to try and drop this shield. Beam comes down on the Pavium Hero. Looks like he's going to die. Can he jump in the Wraith Invader? It is full, and Pavium is going to go down. Shield just about to drop. 31 population to 87, and look at the economy of Daylon. He has the third base up and running as well. Pavium on his way back. Starting to main this base now. Has to start bringing in some reinforcements, but Hero doing the smart thing and try and cut these off with the Rifts. Good to a book is now back up and ready. That's going to get dropped on this third base more than likely. A generator coming up on there as well. 2 Rifts are here also. 3 Goblins now back out as Daylon retreats back home. Gundam level 2. Back and ready. Vehicle upgrade level 2 coming out 40 seconds away. And there is 2 Wraiths queued in there as well. Instead of doing it on the expansion, he decided to opt for the mini bases. Defensive engineer going to get taken out. But the rest of the army has now made its way back home to defend this. That's an expensive generator. I think that's his 4th gen. 1100 power if that, 1100 blue if that goes down. But he's going to save it. Has an engineer here. Just the mini bases that are going to get taken out now. We got the goblins on the high ground. 45 base level 1 is going to be coming out for Hero Absolution.
I'm under attack! Get him off of me!
Needs to push the methane wagon forward. He might actually lose it to these turrets if he's not careful. 2 goblins now going to get caught out as well. Actually 3 of them. 1 is on the node. Looks like he actually has enough DPS to take these down as well. This is going to be a costly loss for him. Heal comes down, might be able to save 2 of them, but 1 of them does fall. The Wraith went down as well. There's another heal coming down. No shield on this base, 36 seconds out. Oh! Pavium's reach just isn't long enough to take down the last goblin. And the second mini has now been cleared out, but looks like Daylon going to be taking it back with a Marauder.
I'm under fire from enemy vehicles.
Rally point for Daylon, still on the main base of Hero Absolution. He's 114 population versus 60 though. Oh, that's a lot of weak Reavers. What happened there? Looks like they might have eaten mines and 3 of them go down to the Wraith shot.
Our allies are in trouble!
It does have a lot of money, but not spending it on much. We've got Wraiths coming out at the back here as well from the mini base that's been stolen. Once more, we have a Lich push. The 3rd Lich of the game. Could be going on to the main. Goblin comes out. Please don't shoot me. Gets dropped.
Please don't shoot me!
Not sure that's the best use of please don't shoot me. He could wait for the shield to drop, then use it. Just buys him a little more time to try and get that shield back up. Especially if he's trying to shield juggle as well. Ooh, a shield over here, but there is a counter push. Rain of Fire level 2 going down on the shield and the army. The shield drops. Gundam comes up there. Needs to use some of these goblin heals. One of the goblins does go down. The shield comes up, but once again, Hero Absolution fails to recycle the shield. That's the second time he's failed the shield juggle in there, and it might just cost him this game. No army in the bank, and that's it. Hero Absolution is going to resign. I think the shield juggle probably would have just delayed the inevitable there. Daylon probably had too much army, too much economy for Hero Absolution to handle. Look at the power income. And game 1 are going to be going to Daylon. Daylon's Pavium beating YapYap on Bedrock.